Welcome back to Dr. Zahir Math. In this video, I'm going to teach you exercise 1.7 linear inequalities in one variable. What do you mean by inequalities? Inequalities means we have less than, more than, less than or equal to, and more than or equal to, right? So we will learn how to solve linear inequalities step by step and how to graph the solution on a number line. So every question here solve and graph. Keep in your mind. Before solving each questions, I want you to highlight the keywords in the question. What is the keyword? Solve and graph. This will help you to understand what the problem is asking and also train you for the exam reading skills, right? We will go through classwork examples and then one or two practice questions I will do for you. Come on, keep your iPad ready or notebook and pen ready. Let's start. 1.7. Solve the inequality 4x is less than 12. Then graph the solution sets. Suppose if you have 4x is equal to 12, what you will do? You will divide by 4, you will divide by 4. X is equal to what? 3. The same idea I'm going to follow. Right. So divide by 4, divide by 4. So x is less than 3. So it is not equal, it is less than. X is less than 3. This is called the solution, or you can say solution set. Why it is called set, teacher? Because x less than 3, it means it goes up to what? Minus infinity. So usually we write 3 comma negative infinity or negative infinity comma 3, something like that. So no need of all these things. We can just write x less than 3. The next one is we are going to sketch. We are going to do what? Sketch. X is less than 3. So what we are going to do? I'm going to draw a line, a real number line, which is infinity and minus infinity, right? Where is 3? Here is 0, here is 1, 2 and 3. So x is less than 3. That means what? You're going to take this portion, right? So this portion, you're going to take x less than 3. Keep in your mind, okay? Right. So this is called sketch. Let's go to the next question. Solve the inequality minus 2x more than minus 3. Right. Before going to this, I'll ask you one question. Suppose 2 is less than 3. I divide by minus 1. I divide by minus 1. What is your answer? Minus 2 here and minus 3 here. What happens to this inequality? It will change because this is what? Big number and this is small number in the negative sign. So keep in your mind, whenever you are multiplying by minus or dividing by minus, inequality changes. Keep in your mind. Multiply, divide by minus. Okay. Inequality changes. What is that? More than become less than and less than become more than. Keep in your mind. Right. So let's start the question. Divide by minus 2. Divide by minus 2. When I divide by minus 2, this inequality changes to more than becomes what? Less than. Okay, right. So keep in your mind. So this becomes what? X, and this becomes what? 3 over 2, because minus minus cancels. So you will get 3 over 2. So x is less than 3 over 2. What is 3 over 2? Which is 1.5, right? 3 over 2 is 1.5. So let us do the sketch. What do you mean by sketch? Sketch means you're going to draw. So this is your line infinity and this is minus infinity. X is less than 3 by 2. So this is 0, this is 1 and this is 2. 3 by 2 means what? 1.5. X is less. Less means what? All these sides will taken into less, right? So x is less than 1.5. So you're going to use this bracket. X is less than 1.5. Clear? Right. Let's go to the next question. Solve the inequality 3x minus 4 more than or equal to 4 minus 5x. Solve and graph. Did I underline the words in the previous question? No. Solve and graph. Yes. Right, what's the question? 3x minus 4 more than or equal to 4 minus 5x. Right? Bring all the x one side and the number to the other side. So 3x, this 5x I bring here. It will become what? 5x more than or equal to 4. This minus 4 I will take that side, which is plus 4. 3x plus 5x is what? 8x. 4 plus 4 is what? 8. Divide by 8, divide by 8. X is more than or equal to what? 1, right? So now we are going to do what? Sketch. X is more than or equal to 1, sorry. So this is a straight line, this is minus infinity, sorry. This is infinity and this is minus infinity. So x is more than or equal to 1. So this is 0 and this is 1. X is more than, so it means it takes this place, right? So more than or equal to means you have to use close brackets, right? Yes, let's go to the next question. Solve the inequality and graph this graph the solution set. It means sketch. So 0 less than 3 and then x plus 7 less than or equal to 20, right? Usually, suppose a question is given like this. 3 times x plus 7 is equal to 20. What you do? Usually we multiply 3x and then we multiply 21 is equal to 20. So 3x equals what? 20 minus 21. We do like this, right? The same idea I'm going to follow. 0 less than this 3 multiply. Easy way also there. I can divide by 3 also. But in general, what we did in linear equation in the previous exercise 1.4, the same idea you follow. So 3 times x plus 3 times 7 is what? 21, right? So this is less than or equal to what? 20, right? Clear all of you? Right. Now we are moving this 21. When you move this 21 this side and this side, you have to move. It is plus 21. It will go minus 21 here. It will go minus 21 here, right? So what happens? What is that? X plus 7. 3 times x plus 7, right? Okay. So this is 0 minus 21 is what? Minus 21, which is less than 3x. Less than or equal to. Let me check less than. Yes, less than or equal to. 20 minus 21. So minus 21 less than 3x less than or equal to 20 minus 21 is what? Minus 1. Clear? Right. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to find the value of x. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. 21 divided by 3 is what? Minus 7. Less than 3x divided by 3 is what? X. Less than or equal to negative 1 by 3. So we got the value of x. Clear? We got the value of what? X. Now we are going to do the sketch. So let us do the sketch. Okay, right. So this is your real number line, right? Infinity and then minus infinity. Now we divide this line because it is less than or equal to, right? So here is 0, here is minus 7. Okay, 0 let me take little bit away because the line is too small. Okay, sorry for that. Yes, let me take this line. Okay, this is the right, and then we take 0 here. Okay, right, and we take minus 7 here, and then here minus 1 here, minus 2 here, something like that it goes, right? So minus 1 by 3, this is 1. Okay, so let me write here will be minus 1 by 3, right? For minus 7 I'm going to open this bracket. For minus 1 by 3 I'm going to use this bracket. So I'm going to draw a lines, right? Clear all of you? Right. Now let's go to the next question. Now absolute value is coming. So keep in your mind absolute value. You will find it normally little bit difficult. So we have 3 questions for absolute value. I think 3 or 4. I'm not sure. So let us do this 3 questions first. Right. Solve the inequality. Yes. And then what? Graph. So I'm going to give a rule. Keep in your mind. So the rule I'm going to give you. What is the rule? If absolute value is more than or equal to a, for example, a is a number, okay? So 2 things you need to remember. X is more than or equal to a and x less than or equal to minus a. This is the rule, keep in your mind. Absolute value of x is what? More than or equal to a. We are going to write x more than or equal to a and x less than or equal to minus a. Let's go to the question. What is the question? Absolute value 7 minus 2x more than or equal to 9. Same rule, more than, and the a is 9. So we have 2 things. One is what? 7 minus 2x, right? More than or equal to a. A is what? 9. The second part is, right? Second part is what? 7 minus 2x is less than or equal to minus 9. So two things you need to work out. So let us work out this one. So minus 2x more than or equal to 9. This 7 goes that side, minus 7. So minus 2x more than or equal to 9 minus 7 is what? Which is 2. Divide by minus 2, divide by minus 2. I told you one idea. When you divide by minus 2, this will change. More than or equal to changes what? Less than or equal to. Clear? Right. So therefore, minus 2 gets cancelled. X is less than or equal to 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled. I will get minus 1. Okay. 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled and you're getting minus 1. So this is on the left side. Let's go to the right side. What is on the right side? The same thing, minus 2x less than or equal to minus 9. This 7 goes that side, which is minus 7. So minus 2x less than or equal to minus 9 minus 7, which is minus 16. So I divide by minus 2, I divide by minus 2. When I divide by minus 2, this becomes what? Less than or equal to becomes more than or equal to. Keep in your minds. This is what the rule told you. When you divide by minus, okay, this inequality changes to this. This inequality changes to this. Keep in your mind. Okay, right. So minus 2 cancel. I will get x. More than or equal to 16 and 8. 2 gets cancelled with minus. Okay, so I will get what? 8. So x is more than or equal to 8. So now what we are going to do? We are going to do the sketch. We are going to do what? Sketch. Yes, let's go here. So this is the real number line, right? This is infinity and this is minus infinity, right? And this is 0. Let's take here is 8 and let's take here minus 1. Okay, right. X is less than or equal to minus 1. So it goes this side, right? Less than or equal to. So what we are going to put? We are going to put a close bracket. Less than or equal to minus 1. And this side is what? X is more than or equal to 8. X is what? More than or equal to 8. So this side will be what? More than or equal to 8. So you're going to put this bracket. Clear? Wow, fantastic, right? Yes. Let's go to the next question. Next question is what? Solve the inequality and graph the solution set. So now absolute value 1 minus 2x less than 5. So I'm going to give you the rule here. Keep in your mind. Okay. What is the rule? If absolute value of x is less than a, it means what is the rule? It means ax lies between minus a and plus a. This is the rule. Okay. So keep in your mind, absolute value of x less than a means x lies between minus a and plus a. This is your rule. Okay, right. So here 1 minus 2x absolute value is less than 5. It means what? According to this, take this 1 minus 2x less than, which is minus 5 and which is plus 5. Clear all of you? Right. Now this one is going this side and this one is going this side. How? Plus 1 goes this side as what? Minus 1. This side also going as minus 1. Okay, right. So minus 5 minus 1 and 5 minus 1. Right. So what happens now? Here minus 2x. So less than. Clear everybody? Right. So now minus 1 minus 5 minus 1 is what? Minus 6. Okay. Minus 6. And then less than minus 2x. And then less than 5 minus 1 is what? Which is 4. Let me write this in a correct position. It is little bit come down. 5 minus 1. This also come down. Minus 5 minus 1. Okay. Minus 5 minus 1. Now it's nice. Right. Now what we are going to do? We are going to find the value of x. So I'm going to do by minus 2. I'm going to divide by minus 2. And I'm going to divide by minus 2. When I divide by minus 2, I told you this less than will become what? More than. This less than become what? More than. Keep in your mind. When you divide by minus 2, when you divide by minus 1, it changes. So 6 divided by 2 is what? Which is 3. And this is x. And this is negative 2. sorry, negative 2 or plus 2, 4, 5 minus 1 is 4, right? So minus 4 by 2 is what? Minus 2. So which is minus 2. Clear everybody? Right. So now what we are going to do, this is your final answer. So we are going to sketch this one. So sketch, you should be very careful, very careful. Okay, because it's more than is there. Right. Let me draw the line. So this is your infinity and this is your minus infinity. Right. So look at this one. You just divide this into 2. This one. X is more than minus 2. Where the mouth is open? Towards X. Where the mouth is open? Towards X. Right? X is more than minus 2. So where is minus 2? Here is minus 2. Let me call 0 and this is minus 2. X is more than minus 2. More than minus 2 means what? So open a bracket like this. Okay, less than. So more than means this side. So you're going to keep going like this. We don't know until where it goes, right? Let us wait because we have one more thing is also there. What is that? This part is there. So this part is what? 3 is more than X. Where the mouth is open? The mouth is open towards 3. So let me write like this. X is less than what? 3. Look here. The mouth is open towards 3. So X is less than 3. So for example, let's say this is your 3. What is less than? This side it will go less than 3, right? So this way you are going to sketch it. Clear all of you? Right. Now I chose some questions from the practice. So I think 1 or 2 questions. I think 2 questions. This is one and this one I chose. So let me try this one. Look here, all of you, the solution. It is little bit understanding, but you need to think a lot. What do you call by absolute value in P1 exercise? Absolute value, we call it as what? It's a distance. Remember all of you? Absolute value, we call it as what? Distance. What do you mean by distance? Distance between Yambu and Jeddah. Remember I told you, right? So absolute value means what? Distance. So distance cannot be less than what? Minus 1. Am I right? So but it is given what? You can see here, there is a less than symbol. X minus 5 is less than minus 1. So distance cannot be what? Negative 1. Distance cannot be less than minus 1. Distance cannot be less than minus 1. So in general, you can write it as no solution, or you can say 5, non-empty set, something like that. Empty set, sorry. So, or you can say that the absolute value, you can write simply no solution in the exam. This is enough, but still more information I'm giving. So the absolute value of a new number, okay, the absolute value of a number cannot be less than, cannot be what? Less than a negative number. This also you can understand if you want to understand. Otherwise, simple word, distance cannot be what? Less than minus 1. So you're going to write what? No solution. Right? Okay. Let's do one more question, which is same we did. You remember just now I gave you one rule. Absolute value of x more than or equal to a. It means what? X is more than or equal to a and x is less than or equal to what? Negative a. Just now I told you. So let me do this question. Absolute value of x minus 3, solve and graph. By 2 is more than or equal to 4. So two situations we have. What are the situations? The first situation is x minus 3 by 2, which is more than or equal to 4. And the second situation is, right, x minus 3 divided by 2 is less than or equal to negative 4. Negative 4. So let us do these situations. What will happen? We'll see. So x minus 3 is more than or equal to Magas, cross multiply. 4 multiply 2 is what? 8. So x, sorry, what happened? Okay. And then x minus 3, right? More than or equal to 8. This 3 goes that side, which is plus 3, right? So I should not write here x. So x is more than or equal to 8 plus 3. So x is more than or equal to 8 plus 3 is what? 11. Right. Let's see what happens this side. So similarly here x minus 3 is less than or equal to Magas. 4 into 2 with the negative sign is what? Minus 8. So x is less than or equal to minus 8 and then plus 3. So x is less than or equal to minus 8 plus 5 is the plus 3 is what? Minus 5. Okay, right. So we got one solution here and we got another solution here. So let me go for the sketch. Let me go for the sketch. Okay, right. So the sketch is what we are going to do. The sketch, a real number line. Okay, infinity minus infinity, right? Okay. So the first one is what? X is less than or equal to minus 5. Let me take 0 here and the minus 5 here. So what is the situation? X is less than or equal to minus 5. So this is minus 5. So less than is this side. Okay, right. The second one is X is more than or equal to 11. More than or equal to 11 means what? For example, let's say here is 11 is there. Okay. So what happens? More than or equal to 11 means you put a bracket here and write this one. Clear all of you? So this is a very, very easy exercise. Only thing is 2 points you need to remember. When you multiply by minus or divide by minus, inequality changes. This is the first point. The second point is when you are moving the numbers from the middle, it goes this side and this side, same one. Suppose if it is plus 4, it goes here minus 4 and it also goes minus 4 here. So keep this two rules. What is the first rule I said? First rule is when you divide by minus, if it is less than, change to this one. If it is more than, it's changed to less than. And then this also. These two ideas, just remember to solve the questions in this exercise, right? Wow, great job students. Today we learned how to solve different types of linear inequalities, including absolute value and compound inequalities. Compound means what? Too many. And how to graph the solutions also correctly. Make sure you solve the practice questions on your own before checking the answers. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, share it with your classmates and subscribe the channel. See you in the next lesson inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Take care. Bye-bye.